a little while ago. That's a little bit why we're late, because my concrete guy is back off vacation a day early, and he's going to be here tomorrow. So we are breaking ground first thing in the morning, which is great news. All right. It's been a crazy week. It's even crazier than last week. I thought last week was crazy. This week there's been a lot going on. Okay. Nothing really bad, but just there's been a lot going on. All right. The one thing I wanted to show you is, if anybody knows me, all my friends that's been in the shop, you guys know about, let me see, about that toolbox back there, all right? That toolbox I've had. Hello, Michael Scantlin. You guys coming to see me tomorrow? I had a dear friend call me up. Says he's got a buddy at his job that's going to be opening his own shop, and he needs to whittle down the amount of toolboxes he's got. Okay. So he called me up because he knew everything's been going on. He said he's not that big. It's not a huge box, but it's a really nice box, and it's been really well maintained and everything. And so I'll bring you around here. We'll switch around. And this is the new addition to Uncle Buck's garage. It's Kubota brand. It's legit Kubota brand, and it's nice. But if any of you guys have ever been in my shop, you know that this doesn't happen. I had to go to Harbor Freight, and I bought all this and kind of basically just separated what I had, okay, from the old box. And, you know, got some separators and got some metrics, got standards, got oddball stuff, got nice trays for all my goodies. But cause see, like for me, for 30 years, I've been working out of this. And this is, before I called them all out, just think of it this way. Think of this piled like this high and just shoved in here and having to find something you need, right? So I'm going to buy more separators, you know, and get this all cleaned up. But I mean, everything was just like, you know, the stuff that you gather up over the years. And I just basically just made 2 stacks, left one in there and put one in there. So that was the great news that I got this week. But the even better news was that my concrete guy come back for vacation a week early, and he's starting in the morning. That's great news. That is great news. So we're going to be cutting grass, bringing in shale and rock, and getting everything set up and getting up to grade and getting everything formed in, getting concrete poured, because we're supposed to have great weather for a while. So it's going to be a very busy weekend. That's all the new news. Other than that, Bamlam's coming along real close. You guys don't remember, just I see you guys, a couple of guys have done it already. Go ahead and hit that like button up there, help out the channel. It says every time you guys hit the like button, YouTube pushes more stuff out. Okay, so that always helps. The like button always helps. And just remember, we got the new Bam t-shirts in. You guys can check this out. They should be scrolling across the bottom somewhere for the t-shirts. You know, check them out. They're pretty cool. Presley come up with another design that's, I think, even cooler than the new one. All right. And also, like I said, all this stuff, you know, if you guys have some extra stuff, there's a P.O. box that's in the listing. If you guys just got little bits and pieces of stuff that's been sitting on the shelves for years, you can send that to me. Another thing is just sending a gift. I mean, if you guys like what I'm doing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, a little bit always helps. It always helps. I'm always very thankful for just a little bit of help. So do you guys, and I'm having to read this, if I look real funny and if I'm studying real close because I'm reading the things, because Miss Christina's, she's in the house. She got something going on. So how was y'all's week? I think one big toolbox should be enough for the shop to begin with. Because I'm going to take that one, I'm going to take the new one into the new shop. And I'm going to leave that one in here. And I'm going to leave these compressors in here, and I'm going to buy another compressor for over there. So, so would you guys like to get any questions? Like talk about anything? But Mr. Scanlon, you coming to see me tomorrow? Let me clean this lens off a little bit. There we go. That's better. It's amazing what a little smudge on your camera will do. But haven't really got much done in the shop this week. It's been a crazy weekend, but we're getting there. That was the biggest thing. Was my buddy called me up and said he had another friend that had that, and we went and made a deal and picked it up Saturday morning, and took the forklift, put it in the back of the truck, and winched it down, and then used the cherry picker to get out of the back of the truck. Worked like charm. You know, it's got nice big wheels on it and everything. That's fine. If that, I mean, they're great gas mileage. 305s are not a bad engine at all. They're just not. I mean, and I'm just getting a message from my concrete guy. He's going to be here at 7 a.m. Perfect. That's good news. So he'll be bringing in equipment, and we're going to start the process. We're going to get a new shop up. But I ain't got no issues with 305. I mean, they're not torquey, but they're good gas mileage, and you can put a little cam into them, work on the heads a little bit, exhaust, intake, you know, and they turn into peppy little motors. I mean, they're good, reliable, solid motors. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just less, just 45 less cubic inches, you know. So if you think about that, you know, it's about 10, 12, 13% as opposed to a 350, you know, got the same basically internals. You know, you can't tell one from another without, you know, taking it apart and seeing the bore size. Ain't nothing wrong with 305 if that's what you have, you know. But then if you decide you want to get a little peppier, then just start scouring, you know, Facebook Marketplace and see if you can find you a 350 or find you an old truck that's been sitting in the weeds. And so, because there's always, that's my bread and butter, is always just, you know, taking 2 or 3 and building one good one out of them, because, you know, everything interchanges. You're very welcome, Raymond. It was my pleasure. Just keep me posted, keep me up informed, and tell me, you know, how things are going. And if you have any other questions, I'm more than happy to help. Yeah, no, like I said, the 305 is great. I don't have a problem at all. But I mean, but Raymond, you have any other questions, you'll holler at me. I'm not 70, okay? I'm not 70. But, okay, do you guys want to do me a favor? My birthday is Sunday. I'm going to be 57 years old on Sunday. Happy birthday to me. I'm at the point where I don't care if I have another birthday again. I just don't want to be reminded I'm getting older, you know, but Sunday is 57. So I'm getting an early birthday present from my concrete guy coming off a vacation. So I'm happy. We're happy, as Mr. Robinson used to say. Happy. We're good. You know, things are starting to click. We're starting to go. But I'm not 70. At least for another 13 years. Ooh. Well, Michael, happy birthday to you early. All right. Well, okay. I'm going to tell you about the concrete guy. He's been doing it for 40 years, and he's a local around here, and he's done several things for everybody in the neighborhood, and he's top notch. But he doesn't have a lot of overhead, so he's not expensive. and he's really good at what he does. Okay, so he knows what he's doing. So, I'm already getting a good deal. I'm already getting a good deal on the concrete. It really is not a problem at all. You know, it really is a good deal. Let me see. Anything else happened this week? Got reached out to again from my honey hole guy and all the extra motors and stuff, and he says he's starting to get things moved around because where they're all at, they're in the center of an 80-foot long, you know, the half moon round, you know, look like a stovepipe, you know, sitting on the ground, cut in half, and all the motors are in the middle. And there's 2 trucks and a forklift in the way to get them out of the middle. So he says he's got to fix the one truck, got to fix the second truck, and got to fix the forklift before we can get them out because everything's in the way. So, I mean, but he contacted me. He said he wanted to know if I was still interested, and I'm like, well, heck yeah, I'm still interested because for half a dozen to a dozen engines, that could set me up for the rest of my career, you know. Yep, Chevy Lover all the way, and it's how do I make that? Let's not do that. Okay. Hello, Danny, and nice, Raymond. Veterans Day, cool. Happy early birthday to you. If I don't see you again for the next lives, but November 11th, that'll be the live from Vegas. We are still going on a trip. I need the break. It's been quite busy in my world here lately, so I definitely need a vacation because I haven't had a vacation in about 9 years. No, I went to Vegas 6 years ago, so it's been 6 years since I actually took time off and just actually took a week off and didn't worry about things. But we're still, I think we might be at the bar and have a live at the bar inside the Four Queens, or we'd have a live next to the band riser at the Four Queens outside in the beer garden next to the band riser on Fremont. That's where I think we'll have the live at. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, with sometimes when hell breaks loose, sometimes you have them bright moments, and just getting that text from the concrete guy said he got home early. If I was ready to rock in the morning, that was a biggie. That's good. That helps. Okay, and that means that I can start on the Mustang. That means I can start on the drag truck. That means because I've been holding off on everything basically, besides doing fine little bits and pieces with Bamalam, because I didn't want to get elbow deep and have to stop and move everything. Okay, and because I'm going to film all of it. As soon as he starts cutting grass, I'm going to set up a tripod and I'm just going to start filming stuff, and keeping you guys involved, and for the whole process. And then I'll make a big video of all little videos for the whole thing all at once. But guys, keep hitting that like button. I got 13 of you guys watching, and I only got 4 likes. Smash it. Smash that like button because it helps. But no, it just, like I said, I'm holding off on a bunch of stuff because I just don't have room for it. I mean, I had to make room for that toolbox because I had to move Bamalam out in the weather because I had to move things around to get anything else, any more. I got 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag. I really honestly do. And I've been reaching out to companies and trying to get a little bit of sponsorship here and there, you know, about shelving and things like that for the new shop, lighting, things like that. It's a lot. It's a lot to go. Plus, on top of making videos, doing this, working the office, you know, the whole 9 yards, everything else that I have in life, you know, my family, everything going on, the grandkids, which are great, you know, everything is just, you know, it's been a lot here lately. It's been a very, very crazy summer. But I'm hoping that once the pad is done, and I can call the building company and say the pad is done, we're ready to go. And 3 to 5 weeks after that, we have the package hit the slab, and then a week after that, have the load of guys show up and get it up in the dry, and that's when we start rocking. Once we get it in dry, because I don't know if you guys know, but my son-in-law is an electrician, licensed. He's going for his master's in a month or two. Had lunch with my daughter today. I guess it's a good question I could ask. Do you guys like sushi? We have a new place. It's not really new. It's about 6-8 months old in the town next to us, but they make some dynamite sushi. Now, I'm not a cold sushi guy. I like a slightly warmed up sushi guy. So like a chicken tempura, things like that. Good stuff. But we had a nice visit, and everything. But she told me that he has decided right now he's a journeyman, licensed out of Arkansas and Oklahoma, and he's going to go ahead and take the test for his master's, because he's got his time in on the job for his company, and like the licensing fees aren't that much, so much more than what he's already paying yearly. So he's going to take the test and see if he can get his master's license and get cross license between Oklahoma and Arkansas, which would be a great thing for him. I mean, he can write his own ticket, But the other thing about having the shop done is I will have room to be doing side work. I've got a lot of people that reach out to me and ask me if I could do this or do that. If they put it on a trailer, bring it to me, could I do this? Body work and mechanicing and this, that, build motor, things like that. And because of my space constraints, I literally have had to turn people away and told them I couldn't help them because I had no place to put it. That's going to fix that problem, and we're going to be Uncle Buck's Garage is going to be up and running, and that way I'll be making videos and teaching you guys with doing stuff for other people. Yeah, send it to me. My email address, bigbuckslater@gmail.com. Send me pictures. I'm really interested. I mean, you guys don't realize that none of this works without you guys. None of it works. Okay. So I am incredibly interested in getting, you guys tell me about your stuff. So Raymond, my email address, bigbuckslater@gmail.com. Send me pictures. Keep me updated. I love that stuff. I mean, I wake up every morning and I run to the computer to answer questions through YouTube and through emails. I mean, I love it. I love doing this, and I love helping guys out. I mean, that's how I learned, by helping. Okay, and that's all I need to know. That's the only reason, like I set up the camera up to begin with, is just to help people learn how to do this, because this is becoming a lost art. Restoring old classics is becoming a thing of the past. I mean, there's people that out there do it. Yeah, you're welcome, Kurt. About the vacuum. Did you figure it out? Was it the dual PVC issue? Did you figure it out? Is it fixed? Okay, I just want to know if it worked. Again, I mean, call, message me, ask, and we talked about it on this, and I'm hoping if you'll message back and make sure it got fixed, because that's what it's all about. All them hours under the shade tree, in the gravel, getting dirty, just helping out a buddy, on Friday night because he had to be at work a Saturday morning. That's what it's all about. That connection with your friends. Nothing else compares to that. I mean, that's besides having family. Hello, Chris. Curtis, did you get it fixed? Do you still have the problem? Did you figure it out? This is probably going to be a short one tonight, guys, because I mean, it's just been a crazy week, and like I said, I got to get to bed because I got my concrete guy coming 7 a.m. in the morning. Gotcha. Well, but did you get it fixed? Hey, we've all had that, but I mean, I don't know if you guys are like me, but like whenever I get stuck, when I'm having a hard time figuring something out, sometimes I just take a break and just go have some lunch or go, talk to the wife or just stop where it's sitting and get away from it for a little while and then just be sitting there and all of a sudden, oh, well, yeah, that's how I fix that, because once you get flustered, I don't know about y'all, but when I get flustered, when I got something and I'm talking to myself in my internal voice, but that comes out through my mouth, which everybody says I do. I talk to myself when I'm doing things. Oh, okay. But still, yeah, I'm glad it's fixed. Okay. But that's like I said, that's what having a conversation about. But like, yeah, just having those times when you just get aggravated and nothing works and nothing, whatever you do doesn't work. It's like, like on the movie The Replacements, is quicksand. You try something, it doesn't work, and you try another thing, it doesn't work. You start getting desperate, that doesn't work. But sometimes the best thing is to just stop and take a break and let your brain get off of it. And then most times, generally for me, I come up with the fix. But yeah. But okay, got 13 guys here, only got 5 likes. Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Let me see. No, I got I did have a okay. What kind of problems do you have, Curtis? Like I said, Christina's not here. She's in the house. She's got something going on. Like I said, with all the craziness for the week, she's got something going on. That's why I'm a little bit late today. I do apologize for being late. But yeah, it's there you go. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Like buttons. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Great job, guys. Appreciate it very much. But yeah, getting older sucks. I'm not unhappy. Anyways, send me some pictures through my email address. I mean, I really love to see them. But right now things are really starting to click. It's really ramping up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So the sooner that he gets done, the sooner the building's here, the sooner everything breaks open. But I know most of you guys don't know about this, but whenever you get to be a certain size on YouTube and eBay and Amazon and all that stuff, which I do all that stuff, because I'm always hustling. It doesn't ever click off. I'm always, even when hell's breaking loose in the world, I'm still thinking about what's the best thing I could do to get better videos and better information for you guys. Okay. And to help make me a little bit of a coin so I can afford to do the things that you guys want to see. Okay. I get on through my email, because I have my email address down in the description. I probably get 5 reaches out a day from different companies, but I get these. We love your channel. We've been watching you for years and everything, and we like you. We have a shoe company. I don't do shoes. I mean, I wear shoes, but this isn't what you guys want to do. But I get stuff like that all the time. And I'm sure there's people out there that, just jump at it, a chance to get a free pair of shoes out of them. But if it's not old car classic related, those are about 1 out of 50. Everything else is just junk. Just, want me to sell to you guys stuff that we don't talk about, that I don't deal with. And it just seems crazy to me that there's so many people willing to sell their soul for $1 and not stay true to themselves, you know, just to like make $5. You know, it seems crazy to me. I mean, I've been going a rabbit hole on TikTok, and I think TikTok is the devil. I really do. I'd much rather be on YouTube than TikTok. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. No, Michael, the wife ain't getting a new car. She's got a car right here, right there, that I have to build for her, but she ain't getting a new car. And she, I mean, you know, Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Well, I mean, you know, okay, let me just say this. If it wasn't for Christina, I couldn't do what I do, because for the first 25 years of our marriage, I had the job that had the insurance and everything. And these days you can't live without insurance. Okay. But she gave me, because she had changed jobs and got working in a different place, she gave me the opportunity to do what I'm doing now, which is the business and this. And without her, none of this happens. Okay. Without a person, and this is the second time around, guys, I quit a very good job to come home and work from home and be with my kids while they were 10, 12, 13, 14. Sure, I would work on a 235 inline. I prefer, I mean, okay, I know I'm a Chevy guy, but there is not an inline six that's better than the Ford 300. It's just not. They are just, yes, you're right, Curtis. Every good man has a good woman. She's let me quit good jobs twice. The first one, the state came up after me and sued me to quit. So I had to get a job. And then I got a job in industry, and I figured out real fast, well, I could do this. I just needed some money. And she let me mortgage the house to open the new business 9 years ago. I'm about to start my 10th year at that business, which everybody knows, you've been in business. If you can make it past the first 7 years, you're gold. Okay. Same thing here. I hope so. I mean, all I've ever done is hustled my whole life. I've been getting a tax-paying paycheck to the government since I was 13 years old. My first paycheck job, I was sweeping parking lot at the local truck stop. My mom did the lady that ran the truck stop's hair, and she hired me to do for summer work. And Fig Tree, anybody that's in the area, you know, I walked down the railroad tracks and went to the Fig Tree and swept the parking lot, you know. Yeah, 292s are good, but I mean 292s and 300s. They're Chevy, Ford, you know, but I've seen 300s. I've seen 300s get run out of water, run out of oil, you know, burn up, change the oil, put water in it, sizzling, frying, cracking, popping, everything, and start right up and just keep going like Timex. I mean, Ford 300s are the pinnacle of straight sixes. Okay, I give credit where credit's due, and a Ford 300 is, in my opinion, because I've seen it, dealt with it, they are the toughest freaking engines, bar none. I mean, just to take abuse and just be used on the farm as an implement and as a tool, you know, I mean, no, I mean, like I said, the 292s, yeah, I mean, like I said, get them hot, run them out of oil, run them out of water, put water in them, just hear them sizzling and cracking and frying, just fire them right back up again. I mean, they are bulletproof. Well, okay, Raymond, it depends on what you put it in. Okay, smaller displacement engines are great for light cars with standard transmissions, okay? Because the transmission and the gearing and the less weight helps you get it moving, Okay, so torque gets the brick moving. Horsepower pulls it through the lights. Okay, there's a transition, but when you have a exactly. But so the smaller displacement, the less torque. Okay, that's why big blocks are just tire fryers, because they make so much torque on the bottom end. And you can put them in anything and they'll be a tire fryer because they're just making grunt. Okay, smaller displacement engines make a lot of zing. It's like an impact wrench. Zing, 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 zing. You know, they just go quick because of the short strokes and the small holes, and they wrap like crazy, but they don't make a lot of torque, which means you have to lighten the load. You have to gear ratio it right, and because of standard, you can rev it and dump the clutch, and you're higher up in the power band, as opposed to like a stock automatic transmission. Okay, Raymond, it'll be a little stamp code. It'll be on the passenger side in the front of the tube for the rear end, right by the leaf spring perch. You're gonna have to take a brush and probably brush it clean, but there'll be a code stamped on the housing right by the brake and the spring perch, and it'll be right there. It'll be pointing towards the front of the car, and it'll be right inside the tire on the passenger side. They're all stamped, and it'll tell you what the gear ratio or what the original gear ratio of that rear end was. Doesn't mean there hasn't been somebody in there messing with it, but that'll tell you what it is. And all you gotta do is, like, you get the code, take a picture of it, and you Google it. It'll tell you exactly what it is. Say I need the axle code for a 1975 Nova. It'll let you know what it is. Same on Camaro, same on Chevelle, same on pickup trucks. GM, they're always on the passenger side by the spring perch. Yeah. I mean, I keep it. There's up there. There's spray cans of it. Yeah, around here. I had to fumigate the. My son-in-law come and got his Cadillac. They bought a house. It's at his house now. So I had to fumigate because he's allergic. So I had to just spray the hell out of the red waspers. Yes. I was 16 years old in 84. Love you. Yep. That's my most favorite daughter-in-law in the whole world, Presley. She's going home. So, yep, I was born in 1968. Closing in on 60 real freaking fast. I don't feel 57. That's why I think I'm just not going to have birthdays anymore, or I'm not going to recognize that I'm having them, because I don't feel like I'm about to be 57. I feel like I'm right here. I feel like I'm 16. Up here, I feel like I'm 8. I got the sense, I mean, I still like stupid jokes. What's the point of getting old if you can't be a little silly? But no, it's going to be really cool for the next several months. We're going to have a lot of fun. Well, yeah, Chris, I mean, I think about it now. Back in the day, oh yeah, I mean, I could have loaded up on Novas, Camaros, Malibus. I could have loaded up. I could have had a 40 acres worth of cars to be worth, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, no, I can't really say I've had a bad life. I really can't. No. You want your microphone? You just want to stay there and read to me?
I'll read to you.
Well, let me put it this way. We used to be able, in the 80s, we could buy 68 Novas for $200. Complete cars running. Nobody wanted them because there were still Camaros and Firebirds and Chevelles. They were still around in the mid 80s. Novas were like, nobody wanted them. They were like grandma cars. Now you can't touch them now they're gold plated. It doesn't make, if we'd have known back then. What?
No, I'm just saying, if we would have known back then.
We would have known back then. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, we'd be sitting on a lot of stuff that if we'd have known back then, a lot of stuff. Yeah. Everybody say hi to Christina. She just joined us.
Hey.
Yeah, but like I said, even in the 80s, $200 wasn't a lot of money to buy a complete running car.
Chris says hello.
Chris says hi. Yep. So, what time is it? That's the only thing. When I have my phone like this, I can't see what time it is.
It's 8:50.
Really? Well, we were late.
Yeah.
We were late coming in.
Late. Hey, Curtis.
Anyways, so no, it's concrete guy's gonna be here 7 o'clock. Start cutting grass out. What?
The dogs.
We'll dope them up. We'll give them a whole bunch of Benadryl and we'll dope them up so that.
Way late.
Yeah,
Uncle Buck's boss.
Yeah, she's the boss. Like I said, I couldn't have done any of this in my life without having her with me and having her as my best friend. Nothing. All right. So remember, don't forget, smash the like button. I'm gonna bug you about it today. Just smash that like button since I'm reading them myself. I had to do this pretty much by myself.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was in the store.
It's okay. But I am in talks with a I
was 45 when I got my license in Canada. My first was only $100, which good luck finding that. My daughter did, so I decided to get a 79 square body.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with square body. Even the new kids love square bodies. I mean, we just had our cruise night here in my hometown.
Oh my gosh.
And there were square bodies everywhere.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, they were in Camaros, and yeah, there was some cool stuff that showed up.
Yeah.
There was also the new stuff, but there was some really cool stuff.
Had trucks lowering.
Yep. They had airbags on stuff, and yeah, it was Muldrow, Oklahoma's cruise night is a good cruise night. I mean, the whole town comes through it, and there's vendors that show up and T-shirt sales, and there's food, and it's about what, 4 miles from one end to the other. It's about 4 miles, and it's full. It's full. You can look it up on Facebook. It's Muldrow Cruise Night. It's on Facebook, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's an awesome cruise. But like this year, she drove through it. But I mean, I didn't have anything. I don't have the front alignment done on Bama alignment. She's really not finished, and she'll drive up and down the street. But I mean, it's not really done. I don't have a dash in it yet or gauges or anything, so I didn't even get it out. But next year, we're going to set up a booth. We're going to sell some T-shirts, and we're going to have a good time. We'll do a live for that one next year, next August.
If it's cool.
Even if it's not cool, we'll set up we'll get a generator, and we'll set up some fans. Yeah. Well, we will. I mean, that's all part about just sharing the love of the hot rod community.
Yeah.
Let me see. I really don't have any other news besides that. I'm happy that we got concrete coming tomorrow, starting the process. And that means I need to charge up one of the old phones and set up on the tripod. Just turn it on and set up a power system for it so it doesn't go dead, so I can edit later. so you guys can watch it. They'll do time lapse for them cutting grass off and rolling it up and putting it over somewhere and setting it up and stringing it up, the whole 9 yards. Bringing in the dirt, and yeah, the whole process.
Somebody's a happy camper.
I'm a happy camper. I'm really a happy camper because I thought we was going to be starting somewhere or like the week after Labor Day. So we're actually getting 10-day head start on this deal. So that could realistically have us a building up by the end of September. That would be cool.
Yeah.
In the dry by the end of September.
That'd be cool.
What was that one again?
Raymond, I'm going to try and buy a 3X t-shirt new month.
Okay. Get a Bama Lamb. Those are, I mean, they'll get you any color, any size you want. I mean, the spring company, it'll be a week or two before you get it, but they'll get it to you. But I still have to order another set of these because I'm sorry, I'm just not going to like have some kind of heat treated little vinyl thing put on it. This is stitched. So I'm thinking about setting up something through PayPal for hats to do that from here because that's not a lot of space. You guys have all seen the online guys that sell hundreds of t-shirts a week, and they got a warehouse full of t-shirts, and it's a full-time job just sending out t-shirts. And I don't want to do that. That's why I went with Spring Tee, because it's a make to order, and I don't have to stock anything so you guys can get some t-shirts and help support the channel without me having to put something else on my shoulders to have to take care of.
Raymond says I have a Cash App card.
Yeah.
I don't do Cash App, so I don't.
I do Cash App. I have a Cash App. I set that up for I'm sorry. I don't like paying fees or having to put fees on my customers for like 3 or 4 or 5% for using a debit card or credit card to buy something. So I find ways, like with my business, I find ways around that. So I do MetaPay and I do Cash App for my customers so they can pay me. They can just send it to me and it doesn't cost any fees. Does it cost them extra money? Does it cost me extra money? And it's cleaner. And it's, what was that one?
I have a 72 Chevy Nova with a 350 bore, 60 over and built 400 transmission and a 390 Posi rear.
Nice.
And I'm only 31. Wish young people would get more into older hot rods around my area and reduce 79 C10 now.
And that's the whole point of this. And that's why I turned the camera on 3 years ago, was to try to leave it out there from now until the end of the internet, which I don't see that stopping anytime soon. So somebody can look it up and see how to do this stuff, because it's not being taught anymore. To get the younger people involved and realize that for a little bit of money, instead of a price of a new truck, you can build what you want, how you want it, the way you want it, the color you want it, the stance you want it, the tires and wheels you want, and you can do it for pennies on the dollar compared to buying a new truck. I don't think I'll ever buy a new one for me.
That's right.
Ever again. Because once Bama Lamb gets where it's roadworthy and I got gauges in and everything and I can watch things and I get to drive it every day, and we get the Mustang done and she gets to drive it when she wants to, fair weather friend, just like mine. And so Bama Lamb is going to stick with me for a while. So I think we might retro air conditioning into it, things like that, retro air conditioning into the Mustang, things like that. But that's over time. But I mean, it seems to me like the old stuff has become the new stuff because everybody's forgot how to do it. The new people are not being taught. Go ahead.
See, Morris Mason says the Nova is a fun ride. Kurt says, "Gotta run. Good luck with concrete tomorrow. Keep that posted on the board rolling. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, Buck."
Appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, every little bit helps. Just help support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. You guys are great. I look forward to this every week, and I don't think I think this is number 17.
I think so.
Yeah, this is number 17. We've done this 17 weeks in a row. I don't think we're ever going to stop. I look forward to this all week long to do this Thursday night. I know. I'm reading.
Bad vision.
I'm old.
I know you are. I have this, buddy. I love the older stuff. I bought a 79 C10 to work myself rather than go to the dealership and pay someone to work on it.
Oh my God! Yeah. Have you guys noticed that? Have you guys noticed that dealerships are charging upwards of $200 plus an hour now? I mean, Kenny is working for a Kia dealership, and they're charging $200 plus an hour for labor. That's any dealership. That's any dealership. I mean, oh my goodness! You know, I can't think of myself charging that much for labor just for do side work. I can't. I mean, because my overhead is just not. It's just not that much. You know, for what I'm going to have invested in the shop, it's not going to take a lot of work to basically pay for that shop. But $200 plus an hour just to get your tools out? That kind of stuff just drives me nuts.
Does it?
It really does, honey. But anyways, what time is it?
9:03.
Yep, and I got to do some work on the computer. Do you guys have any last questions tonight before we wrap this up for tonight? Since we've been going 48 minutes. 2,410, 1,500 sent back to.
Yes, I had a 2014 Chevy 1500 sent it back to the bank because the frame rotted. They came and got it. Told my wife I just go buy a C10 and work on it myself and not have a payment on the C10.
Yeah, I mean, we all seen those videos, and I grew up in Wisconsin, and I've seen them rot to pieces, rust. You know, I mean, they're just not treated. We don't have that problem down here in Oklahoma. I mean, I think I might actually be able to make money just finding them in the weeds and selling frames to you guys up north. And yeah, Raymond, the Turbo 400 will bolt right up to your car. You're going to have to get the drive shaft adjusted and worked, but it will bolt right up. 179, buddy. Yeah. I mean, the frames are unisex. I mean, they don't really change. Now, the only thing they changed was like the body panels because they shaved weight that way. They didn't change it on the frames. They're all just bolt and go from 73 to 86, 87. Everything interchanges on the frames. Everything will bolt right up. 39 Chevy Street Ride. That's nice. There was a lot of those on the cruise night. There was a lot of cool cars on cruise night.
There was.
But remember, that's Muldrow Cruise Night on Facebook. Yeah, it's really a good cruise night. I mean, the whole town is rocking. They have a band, they have food. It's really a good time. People around here look forward to it every year because it's like the fair coming to town. It's Muldrow Cruise Night is a good one. But I had to drive through the next morning just to see how many black marks there were and, you know, tire marks on the road. The whole strip is just covered in you know, burnout marks. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to redo this thing so we can get it popped up on the internet for a regular view. Appreciate that very much. But like I said, yeah, because it's just I look forward to this all week. I really do. I really look forward to it. It's like if we could have a bar full of guys just sitting down having a beer and just talking about cars. That's what this is all about. It isn't about me anything else besides just talking about cars and how things are going and what we can do to help each other out. What? Just give me this look like, you know, feeling the love, guys. Just feeling the love, you know. Like I said, none of this would have ever come to happen. None of it. She's my rock that I build everything off of.
You're so sweet. What do you want? No.
I want to live happily ever after for the next 30 years.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
After 30, 31, all bets are off. Huh?
After 31 more years, that means we'd be married for 63 years. Yeah. What was that one?
Sweet tea, LOL.
My pimp juice. I still like my cocktail in the evening. I'm sorry. I wait till like after 8 o'clock and I like my cocktail. What? Huh? Yeah, I know because I'm blind. I mean, okay, getting older has its things. Okay, I mean, you know, it just does the eyesight. You know, I mean, Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate you. And no, Michael, it's not tape. But okay, you never did answer me. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Are you guys coming to see me tomorrow? Judy Ann needs to kick your ass out of bed and come see me. She was supposed to come. You guys supposed to come see me today, but everybody slept in. Yeah, it's been. Now you're pixelated. Oh, there you go. No, you kind of pixelated now. Yeah. It's losing its. All right, everybody that's still here, remember, if you haven't, smash that like button. Think about supporting the channel. Buy a t-shirt, do something, send a gift, whatever. For sure, come see us next Thursday. Oh, the video for Sunday, for heads up, since that's something I need to start doing, is give you guys a heads up. The video for Sunday is going to be cast or forged pistons and how they're made and what you could use them for and the best choice you can make for your build. And so that's what the video is about on Sunday. That one's already in the can. So you guys check that one out on Sunday. Smash that like button. Tell your friends. Do everything. I appreciate all you guys. If I don't hear you guys in the comments or emails, I will for sure see you next Thursday. Y'all be good. I appreciate all you guys. So off to the computer I go, and we're going to do some stuff and get this all up and running. Bye.